Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again here on a beautiful Sunday. Look at these views, and here to share, finally reveal which was the mystery phone I've been talking about. It is none other than, here it is guys, the Vivo V30 Pro. That's right, the V30 Pro is on the channel, and yes, this one is a killer. I gotta say, I've been using now this device for the past almost 10 days at this point, and it is launching now globally. And I must say, after having used the Vivo V30, I didn't think they would be able to top that device in terms of just capabilities, but they really have with this phone. And just look at the design of this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. But let's talk a little bit about this phone and just my initial impressions of it. So in terms of the design, we have a very similar design here to the Vivo V30, super slim, as you can see there. I think it's like 7.5 millimeters and around 190 grams, just under 190 grams. It is very similar dimensions to that phone. But what's special about this one, guys, I gotta mention it. It is the first time that on the V series, Vivo has included a main camera here that has been co-engineered with ZEISS. So you are now getting that ZEISS technology here in this collaboration with the Vivo V30 Pro. You also get the Aura light. And talking about design, they've sent me the black version here, which I do like. Of course, the Vivo V30 I reviewed in that light blue was beautiful with the floral back, but it just wasn't, I guess, the right phone for me. This is much more stealth, looks really beautiful. I love the design, and the edges are nice and smooth, but you do have that really nice industrial design and that matte back. So I'm very happy, but if you've used the Vivo V30, it's gonna be a very similar experience to that. Also similar, you can see, is the display. So we do have the very similar 6.78 inch display. You can see a little bit of banding there, but it's really more because of the lighting here in this moment. And it is a gorgeous display, great, super smooth action, just like the Vivo V30. This is probably the most similar aspect of this phone to the V30. Talking about performance though, this is where things really differ. And this phone, let's show you guys here, is actually using an upgraded chipset. It is, there you see it, the Dimensity 8200. That's a 3.1 gigahertz octa-core processor with 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and it is a powerhouse. I think it is an honestly very impressive chipset, considering it is a, what would you say, a mid-range chipset. Let's stop that, hold on, and show you guys the results. 977,000, trying to get a better view here. There you go, and you see the scores. So we're approaching 1 million here on this mid-range Vivo V30 Pro, but I'm very happy with the results. Almost 1 million. A couple years back, you would have considered this a flagship score. Now, yeah, the new flagships are going up to 2 million, but I do think in terms of performance, everything has been smooth. And, you know, X opens up and is super buttery smooth. No jankiness like you saw on the Pixel 8. It is super buttery. So you see, performance is a non-issue. Battery life, the same 5,000 milliampere capacity. But let's now jump here to the main point here, the cameras. And the cameras on this phone, just like the Vivo V30, have been super impressive. I can see that ZEISS collaboration here coming into play with these 50 megapixel cameras. But the results, they really speak for themselves. Let me show you guys, because I did go yesterday, guys, to Disney with my new and with my daughter, and here are some of the shots you can see it took. Let's try to get into a bit better lighting so you can really see. There you go. You can see some of the incredible shots, and the detail is just super nice, super beautiful. But I did do some zoom shots. I will share them on X later, 1X, 2X, and then you see there a 20X. It's not the best zoom, but I think the colors is what really impresses me with this phone. Look at the colors here. And I think that ZEISS collaboration has really matched the colors beautifully. This low light shot, I think it did very well. A small world here in Hong Kong Disneyland. It's a great place to test out that low light capability, and you can see it there. the level of detail is impressive. I will share more of these on X very soon, guys, but I will definitely say initial impressions here of this Vivo V30. It is essentially what the V30 Pro is essentially what the V30 is, but with that co-engineered ZEISS camera, taking the camera game to the next level. Do you really need an S24 Ultra or a Xiaomi 14 Ultra when mid-range Android phones are delivering this much? Honestly, for me, I appreciate the slimness of this device and the fact that I can have my iPhone 15 Pro Max and carry this one as well, and it doesn't create this massive, thing in my pocket, this massive weight. This is such a svelte device, so thin, so slim and beautiful, and you get terrific cameras. Yeah, you don't get the zoom capabilities, but I do think with that performance, Dimensity 8200, and with this ZEISS collaboration camera, you got the Aura lights still there. Vivo V30 Pro is a great option in that mid-range, upper mid-range segment, and I think they've knocked it out of the park once again. But hit me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this Vivo V30 Pro? And I guess, are you surprised that good of a shot was coming out of this mystery phone? I will share more awesome shots from this Vivo V30 Pro, because I really think the question should be asked, do you really need a flagship? Do you really need a flagship? Unless you're one of those hardcore Android enthusiasts, I think for most people, this hits the spot. It is a terrific phone, the Vivo V30 Pro. Thanks once again to Vivo for sending this one out. But hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for future updates. I leave you now with a few final views here from my balcony. I just love this view. Always so fun to come here and just check out some phones. The Vivo V30 Pro. So that's it for this one. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. There's the shot, baby. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.